Most people think building a business is this magical thing that happens overnight. I'll be honest, in reality, it's a difficult thing. I just possibly landed my first client in Milton Hardwood, and they're worth, if we continue consistently, about $12,000 a year. And this is just one client. A few days ago, I had zero idea this is even possible. Let me show you how this happens. Back on Friday, I called 12 contractors, not 5, not 2, 12 total. Now, even though most of them went to voicemail, I had some pretty good conversations. One of them was a sassy receptionist who told me, "Are you buying or are you selling?" And I'm like, "I guess I'm selling." I don't know, I tried to match her almost like Barbie energy. And then she just instantaneously hung up. Another guy was more polite. He said, "Look, man, I'm not gonna hang up, but to be honest, I'm not interested. Have a good day." You might be thinking 4 out of 12 picked up. That's bad. But think about it. That's 4 real conversations, 4 real opportunities, and looking at average sales statistics, 4 out of 12 is actually pretty good. And now this is becoming like an average Monday for me. And I know people think cold calls are hard and they're difficult and they're scary. They're really not. You're just having a conversation with a person, selling them something that is a possible opportunity, and a lot of them unfortunately don't care. But if they don't care, they don't remember. About a month ago, it was the first time I called Milton Hardwood, which was a normal conversation. Back then, I only did about 5 cold calls. And this guy answered. And I thought, maybe it's just give me another no. But even though my pitch, I'll be honest, back then, was pretty bad, my tonalities were off, I still was able to get them interested. And the conversation ended with them saying they wanted an email. So I sent the email. And over the next month, I didn't hear much from them. I sent another follow-up email, nothing. And then about, let's say a week to 2 weeks ago, finally, they answered back with a call and then a voicemail because I didn't answer because I was at school. And the voicemail was pretty much this guy. And he was like, "I love your content. I checked out your channel. I linked it in the email I sent. And I would be very interested for us to continue, start filming. I just need ideas," that kind of thing. And then instead of sending a follow-up email, which I thought I was going to do, instead I called them. Now, I was going to call them I planned it at my average call time, which is about 3 to 4 o'clock. But then randomly, while I was at a store, they called me. And so I called them there. And it kind of just puts business in this perspective as it never ends. It's not like there's specific business times. You're constantly in the zone. Every single second of the day is working on your business in at least some way or ruining it. I called him and we had a 10-minute conversation or more, maybe like 11. And it was him and his sister. And it was pretty much a conversation. We were like, "You're going to film out a location. What kind of videos are you going to film? Are you okay with this?" I asked her, "Are they okay being on camera? Are you okay with doing maybe voiceovers? Where's the best part of your story to film? What's your target audience?" That kind of questions. And then we finalized the shoot, and the finalized date was, well, I guess last Saturday, a few days ago. And when I went on that job site, I was like, I only gone on one job site before, which was M Landscaping. That job site was okay. It was my first, so it was, I would say, worrying. But then for this one, it felt great because I was able to command the situation I haven't been able to before. I also had just a great conversation with the sister especially, and the brother and the father were also cool. It's like a family-owned flooring business. And the videos I filmed were, I think, probably the best videos I've done ever, not even in a while. Here they are.
A floor is something you see every day, but that's not why it matters. What matters is how it performs years from now, long after installation day. That's why homeowners come here to decide, to compare, to understand, to get it right. No guessing, no regrets. Visit Milton Hardwood.
And I'm personally highly confident, that this is going to become my first real client. Building a business might not be magical, but it sure is great. And I also feel like this is the journey you go through. Honestly, what did I start this? A few months ago, maybe less. What is it? About 60 days ago? This is just the beginning, just the start, but I'm still extremely excited to continue and keep going because I know if I stay at this pace and at this consistency, I could easily get, I don't know, 10, 20 clients. And that's kind of the dream. Well, the dream is beyond that, but that's the reality of building a business. And of course, you want to watch a 16-year-old build a marketing agency and be completely honest about everything? Watch this channel. Of course, I got my daily shorts. They're quick, but they're also quite information heavy. I always show actual clips of what I did in that day, like my actual cold calls or the videos I made. And, well, this is building a business. Difficulty, but fun.